welcome you the course of Basics of Computer 3. In this module, we are going to cover Internet and related programs, Introduction to Biostatics, Mean, Median, Mode, Measures of Dispersion, Internet and related programs. Now, coming to the Internet, a computer network consisting of a worldwide network of computers that use the TCP/IP network protocols to facilitate data transmission and exchange. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that use the standard Internet protocol suite, that is called TCP/IP, to serve billions of users worldwide. The term Internet actually refers to the combined collection of academic, commercial and government networks connected over international telecommunication backbones and routed using IP addressing. Now, what is the applications of the internet? Applications of the internet, that is electronic mail. Electronic mail, abbreviated to email, is a store and forward method of writing, sending, receiving and saving messages over electronic communication systems. Email addresses, both for senders and recipients, are two strings separated by the character the @ sign, such as user @domain. Telnet. Telnet is a network protocol used in any network, internet or LAN, for bidirectional text oriented communication. Original purpose of the Telnet protocol was to log in to the remote computers on the network. Telnet protocol uses virtual terminal to connect to the remote hosts. Virtual terminal is a application service that allows hosts in a multi-terminal network to communicate with other hosts irrespective of terminal type or characteristics. Few applications of Telnet include the PuTTY TCP client, which can access a Linux server using Windows operating system, Absolute Telnet Windows client and Roomba, which is called terminal emulator. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, is a simple and standard network protocol that transfers a file from one host to the other over a TCP network. Based on the client server architecture, mainly used to transfer the web pages of or related data from the source or creator to a host that act as a server to make the page or file available to other hosts, uploading or downloading programs and other files from server to a host. FTP is a old protocol and is basically low in a security aspect. Data transferred over FTP is not encrypted, which is not much more secure, and is in clear text format. Hence, the data, file usernames, passwords can be read by anyone who can capture the FTP packages. Newer version of the protocol, however, apply source shell protocol SSH and avoid all the problems faced by FTP. World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, abbreviated as WWW or W3 and commonly known as the web, is a system of interlinking hypertext documents accessed via the internet. With a web browser, one can view web pages that may contain text, images, videos and other multimedia and navigate between them via hyperlinks. The Tim Berners-Lee introduced the concept of the Universal Document Identifier UDI, later known as Uniform Resource Locator, which is called URL, and Uniform Resource Identifier URI. The publishing languages Hypertext Markup Language HTML and the Hypertext Transfer Protocol HTTP. Now, what is Hypertext Markup Language HTML? Producing hypertext for the web is accomplished by creating documents with a language called Hypertext Markup Language or HTML. HTML pages we can say. With HTML, tags are placed within the text to accomplish document formatting, visual features such as font size, italics and bold, and the creation of hypertext links. HTML is a an evolving language, with new text being added as each upgrade of the language is developed and released. This is the some picture of programming of HTML. Now, coming to the basics and introduction to the biostatics. What is biostatics? Biostatics is the application of statics methods applied to biological areas, biological laboratory experiments, medical research including clinical research, and health services research all use statistical methods. What is the scope of biostatics? Biostatics is the application of statistics in different fields of biology. The science of biostatics includes the design of biological experiments, especially in medicine, pharmacy, agriculture, forestry, environmental science, fishery, etc. The collection, summarization and analysis of data from those experiments and execute interpretation and inference from the results. A major branch of this is medical biostatics, which is exclusively concerned with health and medical sciences. There is a special need of subject biostatics because it related with such areas as medical, pharmacy, forestry, agriculture, etc., which are very necessary for the betterment of society. Applications of biostatics. Biostatical methods can be applied to conduct research in the area of biology, public health and medicine. Using the tools of statics, biostatics help answer pressing research questions in medicine, biology and public health, such as whether a new drug works, what causes cancers and other diseases, and how long a person with a certain illness is likely to survive. Now, coming to the variable, in this part of the statistics. Variable is a characteristics which varies with time and are different individuals. So, our body temperature can be a variable. So, you want to figure out whether someone has fever or not fever. So, body temperature is a variable in that case. Types of variables. There are two types of variables: quantitative variables, which is of two types, discrete and continuous, and second one is qualitative variables, which is of two types, nominal and ordinal. Data is the main part of the statistics. That information collected from sensors or surveys or from other sources is called raw data. The word data means information. Collection of information is called data. The raw data has to be converted into more valuable, more suitable form before it begins to make sense to be utilized gainfully. Raw data has to be converted into proper forms such as tabulation, frequency distribution form, etc. There are two ways of statistical data: primary data, secondary data. What is primary data? It is the data collected by some person or organization for his own use from any primary sources. Secondary data, it is the data collected by some other person or organization for their own use, but the investigator also gets it for his own use. It is called secondary data. Now, coming to the population. What is population? It is the largest collection of values of random variables for which we have an interest at a particular time. For example, the weights of all the children enrolled in a certain elementary schools. Populations may be finite or infinite. Persons suffering from any particular disease, workers in a institution, total number of persons in the city, total households, total number of students in any university are a few examples of finite populations. We can say that it is static. All real numbers, all stars in the sky are examples of infinite populations. So, because we can't count the stars in the sky. Representation of data. Data collected as such do not give any meaning. Rearrangements and grouping according to requirement and standards are done. Thus, summarizing tables from data tabulation which give meaning to the information collected. Data are tabulated by manual procedure, mechanical procedure, computer feeding. Tabulated data will give some information and also allow for further analysis. The well tabulated data can be represented in the form of picture, diagram or figure. The representation of quantity data through charts and diagram is known as graphical representation of statistical data. There are various types of graphs in the forms of charts, diagrams. Some of them are bar diagram. What is bar diagram? It is the simplest type of graph that can be used to represent the categorical data is the bar diagram. The following types of bar graphs are possible. First one, simple bar graph, double bar graph, multiple bar graph. Example of bar graph. Here we can see that there is an example of bar graph. In the hospital, patient found in OPD in a particular disease as below in year 2023. So, this is the month January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December and number of patients in particular months. So, when we draw the pie diagram, it look like that. Pie diagram. Pie diagram is another graphical method of representation of a categorical data. Pi is a mathematical constant defined as the ratio of the circumferences of a circle to the diameter. The total value of the pi is always 100%. To work out with the percentage for a pie chart, the steps given below should be followed. First one, categorize the data, calculate the total, divide the categories, convert into percentage, finally calculate the degrees. Therefore, the pie chart formula is given as given data divided by total value of data into 360 degree. For example, take a pie chart representing the sales a retail store makes in a month. The slices represent the sales of toys, home decor, furniture and electronics. So, we can see that the picture sales chart. The below pie chart represents sales data. 40% of sales were from furniture, 20% from electronics, 15% from toys and 14% from home decor. So, after adding up it is calculated to 100%. Histogram. A histogram is a diagram which represents the class interval and frequency in the form of a rectangle. To draw a histogram, you should follow the steps as stated below. Class interval must be exclusive. If the intervals are in inclusive form, convert them to be exclusive form. Second one, draw rectangles with class intervals as bases and the corresponding frequencies as heights. If the intervals are equal, then the height of each rectangle is proportional to the corresponding class frequency. If the intervals are unequal, then the area of each rectangle is proportional to the corresponding class frequency density. This is the example of lifetime of 400 neon lamps, and corresponding to that table the histogram is as follows, which is shown in the figure. Frequency distribution. In statistics, a frequency distribution table is a comprehensive way of representing the organization of raw data of a quantitative variable. Example, here is an example. Suppose that we take sample of size n equal to 16 from children in a primary school and get the following data about the number of their decayed teeth 3, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4 as shown in the figure. To construct frequency table, we need 3 columns. First one, variable name, frequency f, how much number, relative frequency Rf is equal to frequency divided by n. When we calculate this, the data is as follows, which is shown in the table. Frequency distribution. In a frequency distribution, the mid value of each class is obtained. Then on the graph paper, the frequency is plotted against the corresponding mid value. These points are joined by the straight lines. These straight lines may be extended in both directions to meet the x axis to form a polygon. If these points are joined by a free hand smooth curve, then it is called frequency curve. Here is an example. The growth rate of different crops like rice, weight, birth rates, death rates and life expectancy are given in the following table. Make a frequency polygon from it as shown in the figure. Cumulative frequency curve. If we plot the less than cumulative frequencies rather than frequencies against the upper limits of the data classes, the curve obtained on joining these points by the freehand curve is called less than cumulative frequency curve or ogive or less than ogive. And if we plot the more than cumulative frequencies rather than the frequencies against the lower limits of the classes, the curve obtained on joining these points by freehand curve is called more than cumulative frequency curve. The advantage of this curve is that it enables us to answer the queries related to the frequency distribution of the variable. Till now, we discussed data collections, data organization and data representation techniques. We will discuss about mean, median, mode. What is mean? Mean or arithmetic mean of a series of data is the ratio of the sum of the observations to the number of observations. Now take an formula. If x1, x2, x3 dash 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 xn are the observations of a series, then their arithmetic mean is given by the formula x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x plus x3 dash 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 xn divided by n, which is also equal to summation of xi divided by n. And if the corresponding frequencies f1, f2 dash 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 f1 of the variable x1, x2, x3 dash 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 xn are given, then the arithmetic mean is defined as the ratio in which the numerator is the sum of the products of the variables with their frequencies and denominator is the sum of the frequencies as shown in the formula. We can see in the formula. You can see the example of mean of individual items, mean in a discrete frequency distribution and mean in continuous distribution in the figure. Here is an example. We can see example 1, example 2 and third one is example 3, where the calculation of mean in distribution is shown in the table. Now coming to the median. Median of a distribution is the middle most value of the variable. If the values of the variable are arranged in ascending or descending order of their magnitude, the median divides the observations of the variable in such a way that half of the observations of the variable to the above median and half below this median is thus called a positional average, because it locates at the middle of the observations. But if the number of observations is even, then after arrangement there will be two middle values and the median will be the average of these two middle values. Median in individual series. In this mean in individual series, arrange the data observations say n in ascending or descending order of magnitude. Now there can be two cases. Case 1, if n is odd, then middlemost, that is n plus 1 by 2 is term value is the median. Second one case, if n is even, then there are two middle terms n divided by 2th and n plus 1 by 2th, then median is given by this formula n by divided by 2th plus n by 2 plus 1 term divided by 2 as shown in the formula. Here is an example of this one. The marks of 9 children in test exams are 12, 23, 34, 11, 14, 15, 13, 16, 45. So the median of the marks is, here the number of observation is 9, that is odd. So, the median is the 9 plus 2 divided by 2, that is fifth term value. And now, what is the fifth term values? It is 15. So, the median is 15 for this example. Example 2, the number of blood LDL in mg by divided by DL present, the blood samples of 12 patients are 5, 19, 42, 11, 50, 30, 21, 0, 22, 52, 36, 27. So, what is the median of the data? Arranging the given observation in ascending order of magnitude, we get this one 0, 5, 11, 19, 21, 22, 27, 30, 36, 42, 50, 52. Here the number of observations are 12, that is even. So, median is given by this formula. So, median will be calculated as 24.5 mg DL, which does not belong to the data. So, in case of even number of observations, median is not present in the data observations. Mode. So, what is the mode? Mode is the most frequent item of the series, that is in a given set of observations, a term or observation which is repeated maximum number of times and all other observation cluster around this is called mode. For example, the average height of an Indian male is 5 feet 6 inch. We can say that the average size of the shoes of an Indian male is number 7. Mode is also known as the norm. Types of mode of a distribution: unimodal and bimodal. What is unimodal? If the data of a distribution has only one mode, then the distribution is called unimodal. Bimodal: if we find that there are two items in a distribution which have the same number of repetitions, then these two items are the modes and the distribution is called bimodal. Trimodal: similarly, in a distribution, if there are three such items that they have the same frequency, then these three items are called the modes of the distribution and the distribution is called trimodal. Three defined mode: if there exists more than one mode in a distribution, then mode is called three defined. Next, we will discuss measures of dispersions, range, variation, standard deviation, collection of variations, symmetry, probability distribution. Now, what is measures of dispersion? Previously, we studied various measures of central tendency and the methods of measuring them. The measures of central tendencies gives us only an idea of the central part of the distribution. Although these measures provide us important information about the population, that is, they are necessary but not sufficient for explaining a distribution properly. These measures do not provide the information about the variability of the observations. Variability is an important factor in nature. The entire concept of statistics is based on variation. If there is no variation and all individuals are alike, there is no need for collecting any sample data, because one individual can provide all the information of the complete data which we want to study on the basis of complete data set. But variation in any phenomenon is inherent and statistical techniques help us to explain this variation. Thus, we have to know dispersion. Dispersion means scatteredness, and this tells us about the homogeneity and heterogeneity of the distribution. Range: the simplest measurement of variability is range. It is defined as the difference between the extreme observations of the distribution, that is, the difference between the largest and the smallest observation of the distribution. This uses the two extreme observations and does not provide the information on the middle values of the distribution. It is a simple measurement of variability, but its results are misleading if the two extreme observations are unusual. There are four situations of occurrences in range value. First one, there may be no variability at all. Table A shows this. There may be less variation between the extreme observations. Table B shows this. There may be very much variations between the extreme observations. Table C. None of the observation is representative of the mean. Table D. In this table we can see that mean deviation. Arithmetic mean, the measure of the central tendencies, plays an important role in the measures of variability also. A measure of variability in the data can be obtained as the average deviation of observations from the arithmetic mean. This is called mean deviation. The measure of variability can be obtained by taking the deviations of the observations from their mean in ignoring the signs. These deviations can be taken from any mean, but usually arithmetic mean, median and mode is used for this. Mean deviation is least when deviation is taken from the median. Mean deviation for individual series. For an individual series, if x1, x2 dash dash x n are the values of the variable x, then the mean deviation is given by the formula. Mean deviation is equal to summation of x I minus n. A mean median deviation is equal to 1 divided by n summation of x I minus a. When a is taken as arithmetic mean, it is called mean deviation about arithmetic mean. When a is taken as a median, it is called mean deviation about median, and when a is taken as mode, it is called mean deviation about mode. Here is an example of this. Find the mean deviation about mean for the following series: 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, 13, 9, 15, 20. So, this is the solution is shown in the figure. For finding the mean deviation about mean, first of all we find the arithmetic mean of the given series, then mean will be 90. Now, from the table we can see in the table. We can see various methods of mean made deviation dispersions we have already seen. Now, the summary. From the study of this module, the students came to know the internet and related programs, the definitions of statics and biostatics, the scope and applications of biostatics is that studied and learned about data. Thank you.